Without that federal funding, a number of things could happen. As we've already said, stations could close. So there are stations that will likely have to go off the air. The tragedy beyond the loss of those stations, which is already in and of itself an enormous loss to local communities, is that their licenses will also go away. So it's not necessarily a question of additional stations, larger stations stepping in and broadcasting in those areas. Once those licenses are sold, they are gone. And that is an enormous challenge to maintain that universal access that we currently are able to offer, or near universal access. The next thing that could happen is, even if the station remains, you could see significant layoffs, which would mean a degradation in service. One of the things that people really value in their local community is the host who wakes up and welcomes them to the day, who understands not only how the names of local towns are pronounced, but also knows the people who live in them, who know the local lawmakers or elected officials, and are able to provide an accurate reporting of what matters in the community, covers the state championships, covers the local football team. We could see layoffs there. And then the other thing that could happen is a degradation in service. It's expensive to maintain all these broadcast towers. You could see coverage areas shrinking as a result, which would mean that there are places that currently rely on public radio for news and information and would no longer have access to that.
So could this change the landscape or infrastructure of public radio as we know it?
I think that this could fundamentally alter public radio as a national service in this country, and that would be a tremendous tragedy. Public radio doesn't exist exclusively to serve large urban areas. Public radio primarily exists to ensure that every American can have access to news and information and reporting that matters to them. It is one of the benefits of living in a democracy. It is one of the benefits of being a taxpayer, is being able to access services. We rely on an informed democracy in order to be able to sustain our civic life and the texture of that life. And it shouldn't be that you only have access to information and cultural programming and music if you have the ability to pay for it. It's one of the benefits of being an American, is tapping into this rich tradition of an independent press, of great independent music, and that's one of the things that is fundamentally at risk.